America is many things to many people.
Findings released today show that a whopping 73% of Americans do not trust government to do the right thing.
7 days out from Inauguration Day, hundreds of thousands of spectators and well-wishers are expected in D.C., as are hundreds of thousands of protesters, all at the same time. Everybody be nice to each other, okay?
What do you think about the crowd here?
I love democracy, and I love America, and this is awesome.
My name is Russ Thompson, Russ with one S, R-U-S. I am the spokesman for the Tea Party of Western New York.
I'm Emily Wu Yamasaki, and I'm an organizer with the Freedom Socialist Party.
We've been doing it for a long time, holding politicians accountable for their actions.
I do have hope that this country will be what I think it could be. I do absolutely have that hope, and that is why I'm an activist.
If you get elected to do a job and you fail to do your job, I can be your worst nightmare.
It costs now about $1.6 million every 2 years to run a winning campaign for Congress. That's insane.
I think that corruption is pretty much endemic in capitalist politics.
I abhor corruption with every fiber of my being.
The Democrats and the Republicans are the Tweedledum and the Tweedledee of the ruling class.
I think they're all bought and paid for. The Congress, which is supposed to be the people's house to represent the people, don't represent the people. The problem that we get, we run into money. Money runs and ruins politics.
Don't just get mad about money in politics. Get even. Build a system that can compete with the big money crowd that puts the people back in charge.
But how do you do it is, at this point, beyond me. I don't know.
So the Government by the People Act is pretty straightforward. Anyone who's contributing to a federal campaign will get a $25 tax credit to help them make that donation. But then we understood that that's not enough. So what we did was we said, we're going to put a 6-to-1 match of funds behind that small donation. That means that you hold a small donor fundraiser, you bring 30 of your friends, they each make a $50 contribution using that tax credit. You get a 6-to-1 match, that's another $9,000. You have just raised $10,000 for that candidate. And why is that important? Because now the candidate doesn't have to go to K Street to raise that money. That's what I love about it, because it's all about power. Do we want the special interest to have the power, or do we want everyday Americans to have the power?
Public financing of elections, I'm open to it.
I think that could be a good thing. It would, in fact, force some of those candidates who take for granted the big donors. It would make them have to really interact with and communicate on a grassroots level with their constituencies.
I would love to be a part of that, to put that together.
This is a rescue mission. This is about rescuing the country from the corrosive and corrupting influence that big money and special interests have on our democracy. It is fundamentally patriotic to want to protect our democracy from that kind of influence. And patriots of all political stripes, I think, can come together. You know, you can get a Tea Party Republican linking arm with somebody on the far left and saying the one thing we have in common is that we believe our government should answer to us. What could be more patriotic than that?